Hello, everyone. This is episode 2 of Kings of a Kings podcast. Today, I'm talking about my testimony of being unemployed. I'm here to encourage somebody who's ever been unemployed, who is currently unemployed, or who know they're going to get unemployed soon. I'm going to walk you through my testimony of me being unemployed this week and how God moves quickly. Hope you enjoy.
The devil can't have me or my family. This is an eviction notice to the enemy. Cause the chain breakers in the room, and there's no telling what he's gonna do.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I worked at Amazon. I've been working at Amazon for the past 2 months, and I worked at Amazon and Publix for the past 2 months. And so Amazon has this thing, this policy, unpaid time off, and basically it grades you on your attendance, the days you miss. So the shift that I worked was 10 hours, right? 10 hours and 30 minutes. So your first day of working at Amazon, they grant you 10 hours already. So if you miss a day, they subtract 10 hours of that said day that you miss. Even if you put in a request to miss that day, they got a policy they got to enforce. They got to take away 10 hours because you can't get paid for those days that you don't work, which I understand that. But I had too many days that I missed because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I kid y'all not, like, when I set my mind on, like, I work 1 o'clock in the morning to 11:50 in the afternoon, or 11:50 in the morning, excuse me. And when I got up to go to work around 12:20, I always leave the house around 12:20, 12:30. I would get headaches. Like, when I fix my mind on work, I would get headaches, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if it was something spiritual going on. I didn't know if I was being attacked. I didn't know if I was being stressed out. For those who don't know, working in a warehouse is a tough job. You know, it's not for everybody because it's a lot of lifting, a lot of bending over, bending down, picking up, putting down, taking off, putting back on. It's a lot of constant manual work you have to do. You can't be late. If you want to work a lazy job, do not choose. I don't know if there's a lazy job in the world, but you guys know what I mean. If you want to do hard work, if you're a hard worker person, the warehouse is somewhere you want to be. If you want to constantly be moving, but if you're one of those people that likes to be still, who likes to work in the office, work on the phone, don't pick the warehouse. I advise you not to. So, I don't know why I was getting these headaches. I was thinking, well, maybe I'm not hydrated, and I would go drink water during the shift. I would have bottled water with me. I would eat. So I didn't know what it was. It wasn't that, so it wasn't working. And for a long time, when I take medicine, it never works on me. It never has an effect, whether that be for a cold, sore throat, or headache. It never works. So I just didn't take the medicine. So that went on for I'm gonna say the end of September to the beginning of October. That week in between, I ended up going to Miami to a church conference. So as I came back, my UPT balance was in the negative. So I tried to work my way up, right? And working my way up, you get 12 minutes granted every 12 minutes granted every hour you work for UPT. So let's say, like, I had negative 5 hours 47 minutes. So imagine me trying to pull that back up to just positive 1 hour. That would take a minute because, like, 12 minutes per every hour. I was thinking to myself, why don't y'all grant us an hour per every hour we work? That makes more sense, not 12 minutes. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, so it took me a while to get it back up, and unfortunately, I didn't get back up in time. It was a manager that came to me, maybe 3 weeks ago. It was like, hey, you're up for termination, and I was like, yeah, I know, I understand. So, long story short, this Tuesday, I got off from work, came home, took a nap, and I usually get paid usually get paid Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. It's I was like, I had the whole thing. It's crazy how life works, man. Life really be lifing sometimes. It's crazy how you have something planned out, but something comes and intercepts that plan, and discouragement seeks in, doubt seeks in, questioning God, you start happening. You start distrusting God because of your plan got interrupted by something unforeseen. And me being unemployed was unforeseen. Like I said, I was working at Publix, but I was only working like 1 day a week because I was working at Publix. I've been working at Publix since March, but they was offering me part-time. I couldn't get full-time, so I said, well, I'd rather just work a full-time job and do Publix on the side. I'm cool with working 1 or 2 days a week. So when I got fired from Amazon, it felt like I didn't have no job, because some weeks I may be on a schedule, some weeks I may not be. That's how Publix was. But I was kind of cool with it because I knew I had more income coming into Amazon. So now that Amazon is being taken away, now I have to scramble, like, okay, where I'm going, what I'm gonna do. And so yeah, I found out I got maybe around like 6, 7. Yeah, this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you guys, 6 o'clock, I got up, I took a nap, and I was gonna take voluntary time off for Wednesday. That next day was Wednesday. I was gonna take voluntary time off, VTO, because they was giving it out. I know they was giving it out, but they give it out at 7 o'clock. You have to be, I promise y'all, you have to be waiting in the app, waiting for that VTO to come. Because if you get the notification at 7:01, that thing is already filled, because people already know how the system works. They gonna sit there and waiting, so it's gonna be filled. So you gonna have to go to work. So I had my mind set on that. I got my alarm set. I'm vibing. I'm doing my thing. So I get on Amazon, and it says your account has been disabled. So I swipe it up, go again. Your account is disabled. So I cut my phone off. Go again. Your account is disabled. So I call. I was like, dang, bro. I was taking my head back. I must be fired, because this never happened to me before. So I go into thinking like, oh my gosh, like I ain't gonna be able to get my money, because Amazon has this under your UPT balance. It says if you're in a negative, you will get terminated without further pay or further notice. So that means the shift that you worked that week, if you got fired on that Wednesday, you're not getting paid at all. Right? You're not getting paid for those hours you work. This is just, I'm telling you, this is going to encourage somebody. I declare that in Jesus' name. This is going to encourage somebody. And I'm giving God the glory, because listen to this. So I'm worried. I'm like, dang, man, I got my car note coming up. I ain't going to be able to pay my bill, man. I'm going to have to go to my mom, which is nothing wrong with going to your parents. But when you're becoming a young adult, young man, young woman, it's time to start, leaning on, they're looking for you to lean on, you handle that, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what it's supposed to be, right? I mean, yeah, it's good for your parents to help out, but it's time where we start taking control of what we pay, so I was like, man, I ain't gonna be able to pay my bill, man. I ain't gonna be able to pay. Let me tell y'all, Wednesday, the next day, Wednesday afternoon, that check came in, and I paid my car note. And it was I will tell you, it's so crazy, because the policy said that, if you get fired, you're not getting paid. But God paid my bill. We worry about how we are going to pay our bills, but He's the one who pays our bills. He paid my car note, not me. It's not a coincidence. It's not luck. It's not third time's a charm, or whatever you want to call it. It's the goodness of the Lord. So the check came in. So like I said in my last episode, when I said my career desire, I said I want to do something like this. I don't want to work at a job no more that I don't love, because I don't love money that much to do so. So I was applying for jobs. I applied for UPS. Let me tell y'all, this is Sunday. I got hired Friday. So I got fired Tuesday and got hired at UPS Friday. So you see how the Lord works, how fast He can work on our behalf. If we just and I'm not saying this is easy, but it was in me. I knew that God was gonna come through. I just didn't know how. And and it was a part of me that was like, I didn't want to apply for UPS, because I'm like, Lord, I'm at a place where I want to do something like this podcast. Like, I know this podcast can get to a place where it can start being my income. YouTube can be my income. I know that can happen. I believe it. It's evidence. It's people like my age, millionaires, TikTokers doing this type of stuff, vlogging. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I want to do something like that, but doing this for the glory of the Lord. And so it's just crazy how fast the Lord can work on our behalf, because that's how good He is. I'm not gonna give myself no credit. I didn't do nothing that for those. All I did was just just trust and just apply for jobs. Seeing what was gonna open, what the Lord was gonna do, what job was He gonna give me. Now let me tell y'all, Amazon, I was working. Sometimes I work 11 hours and 50 minutes. Sometimes I work 10 hours and 30 minutes. I will be working at UPS less time, but getting paid more. You feel me? So I'm gonna be getting paid more and working less. Come on now, somebody. Hey, look. So if you are currently unemployed, don't have a job, you need to ask yourself, what is it I really want to do? But also, God knows what you really want to do, because He put the desire in your heart for you to do it, but for His glory. But you need to ask Him, okay, Lord, where are you taking me? And I encourage you to apply for jobs. And the jobs that turn you down, but the ones that open the door for you to work at, that's the one God is giving you, because He know. It's just God be Godding. You know what I'm saying? Like He knows all. He's omnipotent. He knows all things. So I just want to encourage you. If you are unemployed or if you are up for termination, just say, Lord, I trust you. And He will work quickly. I'm telling y'all. Now, if you're in a situation where you're taken care of, like me, I got responsibilities, so I have to have income coming in. But if you're in a situation like you're married and your spouse is handling this stuff, God may want you to sit and wait for Him to, and as you're waiting, you're still being taken care of. So He's gonna provide either way, whatever situation you're in. So I just want to encourage you. I hope you enjoy episode 2 of Kings of a King podcast. I love you all. God bless you. And please like, comment, and testify. Thank you.